Okay, so with the intro paragraph, I'm going to make a suggestion here that for the attention getter, you start with something that's going to grab the attention. I'm going to suggest that you use um, a quote from um, either leader, Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. And the two that I would recommend are the by any means necessary, which is um, or I have a dream, um, or some other quote related to nonviolence with Malcolm X, or excuse me, Martin Luther King. But what you're doing is, um, so you might say something like, "By any means necessary," um, is a quote often attributed to Malcolm X. This may be somewhat misunderstood. Okay, so you say something like along those lines. Um, this may be misunderstood. Um, or if you're talking about I have a dream, um, then you would say something like, one of the most famous quotes in history um, from a civil rights leader we know, um, who is widely known. You probably shouldn't use we. Okay. Um, okay. So now, and again, you can choose that. So you're starting with quotes that people will readily identify. That will then transition into. So if you start with a quote from Malcolm X, start with a description of who Malcolm X was. Go back to that background essay and give a couple of brief facts about Malcolm X, and then go into a couple of brief facts about who Martin Luther King Jr. was and what it was that he was known for and he was advocating for. So here, start with um, whomever you used a quote from to start the paragraph, and then be sure to give um, background information on the other as well. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you're going through this. And then last but not least, you would go back to that bucketing document and type out your thesis as you bring that over here as we've done in the past.